Peace and joy to you. Thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. My name's Sherry, and we're here studying the lessons of A Course in Miracles. Nice to meet you. We're on lesson number 289 today. The past is over. It can touch me not. Unless the past is over in my mind, the real world must escape my sight. For I am really looking nowhere, seeing but what is not there. How can I then perceive the world forgiveness offers? This the past was made to hide, for this the world can be looked only now. It has no past, for what can be forgiven but the past, and if it is forgiven, it is gone. Father, let me not look upon a past that is not there, for you have offered me your own replacement in a present world the past has left untouched and free of sin. Here is the end of guilt, and here am I made ready for your final step. Shall I demand that you wait longer for your son to find the loveliness you planned to be the end of all his dreams and all his pain? The prayer asks a question, and the answer once again is no. Shall I demand that you, God, wait longer for your son, me, and all the other humans, to find the loveliness you, God, plan to be at the end of all his dreams and all his pain? Those are our dreams and our pain. The answer is no. The past is over. It can touch me not. So just a quick little experience that I had yesterday about the past. So I've been talking about my recent move out here to Kansas City, and I drive a vehicle that I haven't washed in like 2 years, basically. And one of the reasons is because I like to drive through a car wash, and I had part of a bike rack still on top of my car, and I was just concerned that it would get damaged if I drove through a car wash, and I wasn't gonna just wash it myself. So the rain washed it, and finally yesterday, I was able to get that part of the bike rack off. But what was happening, here's the point. I was with a boyfriend when I started my RV experience a couple years ago when I moved away from New Jersey, and there were 2 bike racks, one for his bike, one for mine. And so when he and I broke up, I took off that part of the bike rack and just left mine. And every time I would come out of a store, I would look for my car, and in a way it was neat because I could always identify my car easily. But then there was this part of me that would feel a little twinge of sadness and guilt and loneliness or whatever would come up when I would think about why there's only one part of the bike rack. So finally yesterday I went to 2 different stores to ask for help because I don't have the tools needed to take the bike rack apart and get that off my car, but I finally did. And so there was something very sacred about doing that. First of all, I had to go to 2 different stores because the first store said they wouldn't help me. And then I thought, nobody loves me. And I had those moments of just feeling really weak and like ugly and just pathetic and cast aside. It was only seconds, but it all came up. Then I went to the second store and they were able to help me. And they didn't even charge me, which was really cool. So anyway, the point being is that I knew that there was something in me that was my ego was getting something out of seeing that half of a bike rack on top of my car and feeling sadness about it and thinking about boyfriends and whatever it was. So I was like, you know what? The past is over. I broke up with this guy in May of last year. So let's let it go, Sherry. And let's get your car washed. So I got the bike rack removed and got a car wash for the first time in a couple years. And I think my car really enjoyed that. So me letting go of the past in that way is just a message to my ego that I'm letting this go. That part of my past is over. It's been over, but I'm doing more to remove all the remnants of it in my mind so that I can't luxuriate in that suffering anymore. So that's kind of the point of me telling you the story. Now, the last thing I wanted to say is Ken actually mentions here, right after the prayer, he has a passage from the text that he He says, Jesus closes the new Lord's Prayer. So this new Lord's Prayer, we'll see what you think about that, is in chapter 16 of the text, and the title is called The Forgiveness of Illusions. And this particular section is called The End of Illusions. So this is a pretty significant reading here, and I'll close it out. And a lot of these text passages don't have a prayer, like those italics paragraphs in it, and this one is. So maybe this is the new version of the Lord's Prayer. I'll let you listen and see how it lands for you. Forgive us our illusions, Father, and help us to accept our true relationship with you, in which there are no illusions, and where none can even enter. Our holiness is yours. What can there be in us that needs forgiveness when yours is perfect? The sleep of forgetfulness is only the unwillingness to remember your forgiveness and your love. Let us not wander into temptation, for the temptation of the Son of God is not your will. And let us receive only what you have given, and accept but this into the minds which you created and which you love. Amen. I'll take that as the new Lord's Prayer. So the past is over. It can touch me not. Ponder that one today and take whatever actions you need to take in your life, maybe removing memories and remnants of things that hit you with that twang of sadness, because the ego loves for you to spend time in that lower vibration, lower frequency place. And you know, if it's not serving you, if it doesn't make you feel happy and joyous and excited, remove it from wherever you live, or if it's on your vehicle like me, or whatever it is, take that action step so that the ego doesn't have the opportunity to use that against you in this peaceful, happy, joyous life that is waiting for you to enjoy and live and emulate the love of Christ out in the world. Thanks for joining me today. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you back here again on the next video.